In this video, we'll learn about cattle farming. Now, when we rear cows, buffaloes, bullocks, goats for the need of milk or for tilling or transport, we call this as cattle farming. Now, all these cattle, they can be classified into two broad categories such as milk breed and drought breed. First, we have the milk yielding or the dairy animals or the milk breeds. So when we rear that particular cattle for the milk, we call it dairying. And the cattle which we are yielding or the milk yielding female cattle, we call them as dairy animals or milk animals. For example, cows, buffaloes and goats, they all are milk animals. As we all know that milk is a very important item in our diet. We drink milk also and we use it in the preparation of butter, cheese, ghee, khoya, ice cream, kulfi, sweets, etc. Also that the cow's milk is very good for children and weak persons. Now, goat's milk is also very nutritious, but the problem here is that its production is very less than that of cows or the buffaloes. Now, if we compare the buffaloes to the cow's production of the milk, now cows produce less quantity of milk, but cow's milk is nourishing and easy to digest. Buffaloes are the major source of milk in our country because they are producing a good amount of milk if compared to cows and goats. Then we have dairy breeds of cows. All over the country, there are about 30 different breeds of cows. Some of them are the indigenous breeds such as Red Sindhi, Sahiwal and Gir. Here we can also see in the picture, this is the Sahiwal breed and this is the Red Sindhi breed. These are the indigenous breeds of cows. Then we have the exotic breeds which are imported from the other countries to our country, such as Jersey, which came from USA, Holstein Friesian, which came from Holland, and Brown Swiss, which came from Switzerland. Then we have the crossbreeds. Crossbreeds, when we do the crossing of one breed with the another kind of breed. So by this we have developed Karen Fries, Karen Swiss, and Friswell Sahiwal. Now, indigenous breeds of cows still produce less milk. Quantity is less, but they are resistant to a lot of diseases. Whereas the exotic breeds which are brought from the other countries, they are very high yielding, means they produce a lot of milk. So we crossbreed these cows and then these cows give 2-3 times more amount of milk than the indigenous breeds. Now we have dairy breeds of buffaloes. Now for the production of milk or for the source of milk, buffaloes are the major source in India. In buffaloes, we have more than 10 breeds of buffaloes. First, we have the drought breeds, the males of livestock. They are used for agriculture work such as plowing the field or transporting goods, which includes the bullocks, horses, mules. They are called as drought animals. The common indigenous drought breeds of bullock are Haryana bull, Halikar, Khilari, Kangayam, and Purikulam. Then we have the meat providing animals. Now there are animals which we use for meat or for fur or for hide and sometimes also for milk. These animals could be the sheep or the goats. Now the droppings, the droppings of these sheep and goats, we can also use it as manure. And when we remove the wool from the sheep, we call it shearing. Pigs are also used for the meat purpose and animal fat. Now the pig fat which we rear from them, it can also be used for the cooking, making soaps or the lubricants. Now the stuffed body here of them, they are used for making paintbrush. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.